Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you've never been here before. I am Shy over here on Shy's Coinage, and today we are going to close out week 1 of March. We're going to close out the budget. I actually already wrote in all the numbers and things like that because I normally do not close out, so I had to get in the book and like do it, and it's still a work in progress because guys, I'm not really sure how it's supposed to work. I wasn't the best at expense tracking and things like that. So these are all things that I am working on. So as we continue through the year, I'm sure I will get better at these and things like that. But I think we're going to close out week 1 and budget week 2 in the same video. I don't think it's going to take me long to talk about the closeout of week 1. So I'll just add in the budget for week 2 as well. So let's hop on in there. I don't have much on my calendar because I didn't really fill it out. Okay, so maybe we should talk about my expenses first. I did try to come over here and jot down the expenses. So I have, I don't know if you can see. Yep, you can. There's like 6 trackers. I'm only tracking 3 accounts or 3 areas, or however you want to look at it. So this is for variable spending, which I do not think in a month I'm going to go through that many lines in variable spending. So maybe I could have put variable and sinking funds together, but for right now, I think I want to keep them separate because I am just in the mode of trying to figure this stuff out, and trying to figure out what works for me. So anyway, we can talk about our variable spending. I put in here that I added in $228. Like I just lumped it all together. But I think this week I'm actually going to make a separate line for what I put into each category and then start deducting. That way when I'm highlighting, I know this is the line where I put it in. I don't know, guys. I'm working on it. We're gonna see. But anyway, I just put in that I added $228, and then since allowance is considered variable, I deducted that out, and then I did gas up my car, and I filled up my tank, guys. And I filled up my tank on a Saturday. I want to say Saturday morning. We took my car to the shop Monday morning, first thing Monday morning. So on the way to the shop Monday morning, I was like, why did I fill up my gas tank? Why did I do that? I don't know, but I did. So there we are. It cost $32.29. We went to Walmart and got some groceries. It was $169.36. And then this here is technically within this pay period week. My husband got his profit sharing bonus check, whatever, yada yada, from his job. And I did do a little budget breakdown and a cash stuffing for that. You should see that video before this video. And so we did put in $50 for ourselves for spending. I had spent some of that before I cash stuffed. So once I cash stuffed, I had $26 left. So I just added that on here. But this will be rolling over into this next week. And then the money I had left over in groceries and fuel. So fuel, that rollover, because I put in 40, I budgeted out 40, I'm pretty sure. That money is going to be rollover in my account, part of the buffer in my account. And then the money we had left in groceries, I'm going to do something with. What? I don't know. Something. So anyway, that's the little tracker for that. And then we have our sinking funds tracker, which there's a lot going on there. So we got paid. We put $50 in. We took our puppy to the vet to get some shots she needed, and it was 50 to the T. We also got her chipped. We got her chipped, and we got her a couple shots she needed, and it was $50. So that wiped that out. And then we got our taxes. So I added that on here. we put 150 of our taxes. The taxes is in the video with the bonus money, all of that I did together. We got 150. I put 150 in there. We went to Academy for my son. He does play soccer, and he needed some new soccer socks and stuff, so we got him that. That was $16.50. Went to Walmart, and I'm actually not sure what for, but I spent it out of the single fund account, so it had to be something. But this is what I mean when I say, because I just went back and found all the stuff that I spent and wrote down the thing. I wasn't tracking it in real time so that I could remember what category it was in. So now I am doing that. I found a little app that I can put the category and the amount in so that I can better track things in here, because I literally do not remember what I spent this money on. I cannot tell you, but it was $37.89. This is a wing place, so it's personal spending, date night spending, whatever you want to call it. It was $45.45. And then we transferred money back in, $39.30. I'm not sure for what. Again, this is what I mean when I say I have to be better about tracking, but we transferred that back in. That put our total back at $89.46. My son got a haircut. That was $35. My daughter had a dentist appointment to get some work done, and that was $53.90, which left us with 56 cents. And then we go over here and we have the bonus money, and we put in $200 of the bonus money into that, which is obviously rolling over and is going to continue to be there. So that was all for our sinking fund for that week. And then I was tracking our savings, and I am tracking the savings differently. This is for our joint venture. This is for my personal. I did want to do those two separately, and I won't have that many savings transactions throughout the month to fill up more than one sheet per savings category. So I felt like that would be fine. So this was, I'm so sorry guys, the allergies have been kicking my butt lately. So this is anything that has to do with saving for the family. So on payday, we put $50 toward our emergency. Out of my husband's bonus, we put $200 towards the emergency fund. Out of the taxes, we put $50 towards our emergency fund. And then out of the bonus, we put $100 towards my daughter's savings, $100 towards my son's savings, and then out of the taxes, we put $50 towards my daughter's savings and $50 towards my son's savings. And so that was all of the family savings for that week. And then if we flip, so that was $600 for the month, which is amazing. And probably the highest month we'll ever have because of the extra money. Hopefully one day we're just able to do that on the regular. Like, we'll just be living in abundance. Like, that is what the ultimate goal is. And then for my personal, we did $23 out of payday towards my savings. We did $23 towards the 100 envelope challenge for my paycheck. And then out of my husband's bonus, I did $200 towards my 100 envelope challenge. So $200 towards my own personal savings and what I wanted to do with it. And I just put it all in the 100 envelope challenge. So that was $246 for the week. So let's go over back to the weekly budget, and I can show you kind of what I did to close it out. I'm going to grab a calculator just so we can kind of run through it if need be. So I did not add in the taxes or the bonus that we got. That was its own separate budget. I did not want to add it in here. I just wanted this to be any paycheck money or like side income money type thing that we did, not our taxes and our bonus, because that is a one-time thing. So it got its own budget. So in the family account, we actually added in 1,000 instead of the 945. My personal account was 100. Rollover for the family account was 173, and then I did bring in a little side income for myself at 160. So that puts our actual column at $1,433. We did pay the car note, which these numbers are always going to be a little off, but I do want to do the actual and not just transfer over this number. This is what we budget for because the car note is $656.25. So I just do $657. We just round up. Google is $85 and some change. Sometimes the change fluctuates, but it's always $85 and some change, but I always budget 86. The change just rolls over in our account and becomes a buffer. Crunchyroll and Paramount was $12 and $13. It was supposed to come out in the pay period before then. It never did, so it was honestly just a part of this rollover money. So when it came out, it was already budgeted for, so the money was there. It was a part of the rollover. Amazon we were not expecting to come out, and Amazon never seems to come out on the same day. At one point I thought Amazon came out on the 15th, and then one day it came out on the 5th, and so I was like, what the heck? So now I budgeted, so I don't know, it just never comes out when it's supposed to, so it just comes out. So it was $16.11. I guess that is the beauty of having buffers in your account, because it just does what it wants to do. And then here, our alarm payment is actually $63 a month, but we have some type of $8.06 charge. I'm not sure what that was for. I keep saying I need to ask my husband what it was for, because I'm not sure. I do know that the batteries and a lot of our things were going off, because we had all of our smoke detectors run through the alarm system. Our carbon monoxide runs through there. We have a glass breaking detection thing that runs through there. And so like the batteries are low, and you can order batteries through them. So I don't know if my husband had did that and that was them charging us. I said I was going to ask, but honestly, the buffer ate it. It's fine. It was $8.06. And then Splice, which is how I edit these videos, was $6. And then the YouTube subscription was $2. So our actual total was $798.54, which left us with $634.46. We brought that down. We did do $175 in essentials. Now for this, we did not spend $175. It's like I said on the tracker, we spent $169 and some change, but I left it at $175 because the rollover of like $5 is going to go into savings. So on our expense trackers, I'll notate that $5 out of groceries headed to savings. But for here, I just left it as $175 because it's going to get used, if that makes sense. The kids' allowance was $13. My fuel was $40. And again, I know I only used $32 of that, but it's just getting rolled over. It's just getting put into my buffer. So yeah, it ate the difference. So I didn't want to change this and then, well, I guess maybe I should have, because you see the difference in my buffer. I don't know, guys. It's like I said, I'm still working on this. We're working on it. So anyway, that totals $228, and then this is $4.06. $406.46. That's getting rolled over here into our savings goal. We did put the 50 into sinking funds. We did put the 50 towards emergency, the 23 towards my savings, the 23 towards 100 envelope challenge. And then instead of my buffer being 14, my buffer ended up being $86.05. Oh, I did not total that out. Let's total that out, guys. 50 plus 50 plus 23 plus 23 plus 86.05. That now makes this this pen is pink. I didn't realize that. $232.05. Subtract that from 406.46 will put us at 174.41, which is what I already drug down there. And that this is from me. So I do need to highlight that. This came out of my account. Pretty much came from my other. I paid $87.95 towards some debt. And so after that, it did leave my rollover. I don't know what I did, guys, because this no longer makes sense. It says here that our total is $86.46. It no longer makes sense because we should have. Let me see something, guys. This video might just end up being just the breakdown because now I am completely baffled about what I did. So 1,000 plus 173. that's what was in the family account. So 1173. Then we're going to subtract 798.54. Then we're going to subtract 175 and 13. Then we're going to subtract 50. Then we're going to subtract 50. Equals 86.46. So 100 plus 160 equals 260 minus 40 minus 23 minus 23 . That's right, y'all. That's right. Minus 87.95. That's right. I put my rollover. So instead of coming down here, I had decided that on the week, because I get paid bi-weekly, my husband gets paid weekly. So in our account, in our build account, which I might change this up as well. Instead of notating it as rollover, I'll notate it as buffer, and then I'll notate it as buffer here. That way, if we need to pull in from our buffer, we can. So I might start notating everything like that. But I was like, 1 week, I get paid bi-weekly. So 1 week, it will be my, 1 week, it'll be my rollover because I need that money going into the next week. And then the week where we're going into when I get paid again, it'll be my buffer. Yes, son. Okay. So yeah, so that makes sense. I put my buffer into that, and then this is what it's saying should be the buffer in the joint account. All right, so that is our closeout for week 1 of March, you guys. It's like I said, I'm working on it. I normally never closed out. Even when I was budgeting before, I never closed out. I just kept moving on to the next week or whatever it was that I was doing. I never really closed out. I never really was expense tracking. I wasn't doing any of that, but I'm trying to do that now because I feel like it's going to help immensely with the spending, knowing what you're spending it on, knowing what's actually there, knowing what you're actually doing. Like, I just feel like it's going to help immensely, as you can see, because I'm over here like, wait, what's wrong? Why is that? What is... So as time goes on, I'll get better at it. You know, I'll get better. We'll get better. Things will get better. So anyway, this is what's going into our family account buffer. This is what's going into my personal buffer. And it's like I said, I think I'm just going to start notating everything as a buffer. And so I'll put things into my buffer at the end of the week. And then when I need to pull in, I'll just pull in as I need to pull in. I'm not sure how I'm going to notate it because other will always be other because this is about my side income money. I'll notate this right here as buffer instead of rollover because we might not necessarily need it every week. So I'll notate it as buffer, and if we need to pull in anything from the buffer, we will. And then this is just always going to be my personal account, but sometimes what I'm using out of my personal account might be my buffer, but that's just extra explanation that you guys probably don't even need. I'm pretty sure this is my daughter's pen. This is why it's pink, because I'm not writing in a pink pen. So, yeah, I'm going to leave this video here because it's almost 20 minutes long. So I'll just let the closeout be the closeout, and I will do the budget for week 2 in a separate video. So thank you guys for watching. I appreciate the support. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe if you're not subscribed, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.